name is Karleigh.
And I'm Ethan.
And we're just going to kind of do some fun things today. We're going to do some music, we're going to have some conversations, and hopefully make some friends and have a good time. So, any questions before we get started about anything? No? Okay, let's have a stand.
Let's get the blood flowing with some fun little dance moves. All right.
We're going to do a little teaching period before we start the music. So it's going to be our turn and then your turn. Ready to go?
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, our turn. And right, 2, 3, your turn.
Right.
2, 3, our
Good
turn.
job.
Left, 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 your turn.
Nice
Great
job.
job. Our turn. Kick, 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 your turn.
So
Our
nice.
turn, quarter turn this way. Your turn, quarter turn this way. Awesome. That
Alright.
looked great.
You got it great.
Does anybody have any idea what this might be?
To remind you of any dance moves you've done before?
To the right, to the right, to the
Yeah.
Yes, Melody.
What's that called?
The cha-cha slide. No, not
Close.
cha-cha.
Close.
Cupid shuffle.
Yeah, Cupid
Yeah.
Shuffle. Does anybody
That's
know
right.
the Cupid Shuffle? Yeah?
Nice.
All right, cool. We're
That's
going to
awesome.
just jump in and do it.
Have some fun.
All right.
Same moves that we did before.
Starting to the right.
Here we go.
Left. 2, 3,
Alright.
4, and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Half turn. Do the same thing to the right. Right, 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 and left, 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 left. Kick, kick, kick.
Nice kick and cake.
And quarter turn. Here we go again. And right, 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 left, 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 and kick, 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 kick. Quarter turn. He's gonna tell you now. Good dancing. All right, we're gonna get a little bit funky with it. Feel free to add your own movement. Way to go, Kate. Turn. Any way that you want to go. That's right. Yeah.
Alright. Alright, how are we feeling so far? Yeah, good question. Not feeling really good?
Yeah, that's understandable. Dancing isn't for everybody, but we just wanted to get the blood moving, shake out our yah-yahs a little bit, get us ready for the session. Start the session with a clear conscience.
Yeah, you know, we're giving you some dance moves, and you know that's just what this guy's telling you to do in the music. But you know, dancing is really like just a very expressive thing where you can really just make it entirely your own. So don't feel like you got to do exactly what we're doing, or even exactly what everyone else is doing. Just do whatever you want. So maybe if you want to do kick, kick, wave your hands, maybe some jazz hands or something like that, that's totally fine too. Can we try it one more time?
Yeah, or whatever you want to do. If you don't even feel like stepping, you don't have to step.
Yeah.
Just some sort of expression.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Let's
do
give
that.
it a shot.
Yeah, let's give it one more go around. Or the left. You can shake your shoulders if you want.
Good job.
Love that melody.
changed by Vanessa. Yeah, she does.
Kate's
Good job,
killing it.
Leah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that smile. You're having a good time, don't lie.
I like clapping. There you go, Olivia.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are doing great. Adding your own personal twist. I love it.
See those claps, Kate?
This is our last set, so get ready to sit down.
One more time.
Almost done. Yeah. All right, dance your way over to the table, and you're gonna pick one instrument and take it back with you to your seat. So dance your way on over here. Any instrument that you want. Oh, and we also have these drums too. If anybody wants a big
Oh,
drum.
yeah. Egg shakers are one of my favorites.
Egg shaker, good choice. Awesome. All right, did everybody get an instrument? Yeah. All right, Ethan, would you like to pick one?
Yeah, sure. I'll do the little guy right
Little
here.
guy. Okay, I'm gonna shake with Aubrey and Melody.
I love everyone's choices of drums.
Hmm.
See a little bit of your personalities based on what you chose. Like
All right, so we're gonna do an activity now. It's gonna be an improvisation activity. Now, addressing the elephant in the room. We're all here because we don't feel very good mentally, right? We're kind of feeling down in the dumps, and things are feeling a little bit heavy all the time. So, depression, although it feels the same, it can look different in different people. Okay, so for this next activity, we're going to play some music, and you've gotten your instrument of choice, and we're going to play your instrument to the music that we put on, and I want you guys to think about the way that the music is presenting. Think about the words, think about the sound and the musical choices made by the bands or the musicians, and think about how they differ and how they're similar. Okay? You think we can do it? Now, don't let anybody step on your expression.
That's right. That's right. Whatever instrument you chose, you can play it in any way that you see fit. So Christina's got this big drum over here, and the music's going to be pretty loud. So no matter what, there are no wrong answers, just like in our dance. No wrong answers. Everyone expresses themselves in a different way, and that's great. All right. So we'll show you a couple of things that you could do, but seriously, it's all you. All right. Wanna try it out?
Yeah. Feel free to jump in whenever you feel.
Good rhythm. different.
I gave away my money and now we don't even speak. I drove miles and miles, would you do the same for me?
What are you hearing?
Honestly, offered up my shoulder just for you to cry upon.
This one's tricky.
Gave you constant shelter and
Sometimes
a bed
I
to
like
keep
doing a quick little
you
brush like this.
They gave me the heart, and in return I gave it song. It goes on.
And
on.
that's just fine too.
Yeah.
Life can get you down, so I just numb the way you feel.
Nice, Christine.
Or drown it with a drink and out to take a solution pill. And all the ones that love me, they just left me on the shelf. Farewell. So before I say someone else,
We do one big hand in the group. 1, 2, and that's nice, Aubrey. Love that. Do one more. 2,
Human beings
sorry.
are destined to
1,
radiate.
2,
Don't you
and
yeah.
Beautiful
From
job.
here it looks the same. And don't
2,
start.
and
Good job.
love that, y'all. Fantastic.
Life can get you down,
All
so I
right,
just
switching it up
know.
again.
Oh.
What about this one?
Step one, you say we need to talk. He walks, you say
Oh,
sit
yeah.
down, it's just talk. Smiles politely back to you. You stare politely round through some sort of window to the right. She goes left and you stay right. Between the lines,
You can still brush in the same way.
Nice shaking, Melody.
Do one big one as a group. 2, and nice job. Aubrey, I saw that. That was beautiful. Nice job, everyone. Amen. That's the right time.
All right, switching it up again.
Anyone know this song?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
it called? You know?
Boulevard Broken Dreams.
Nailed it,
Yeah.
Christina.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known.
That's perfect.
I like how you're using your desk, Elena. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kate's got her drum up now. She's getting into it. Yeah.
I walk this empty street on the boulevard.
If you even want to step, that's fine.
The city sleeps and I'm the only one that I walk along.
Yeah, you totally don't have to use an instrument if you feel like clapping or patting your back. You can do that
That's
too.
great. Olivia, that's awesome. Good to see ya. Yeah. We stand up for the rest of it. Thank
Get your
you.
body moving.
Love that. Maybe do a little dance boogie
Make
while
sure
we're
you
at
use
it,
this,
right?
Aubrey. Got some collaboration here.
really
I like
nice.
it. Yeah. All right, we're gonna switch it up again. could put your instruments up in the air. I'm gonna come around and grab them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So while we're collecting the instruments, did you guys have any observations that you wanted to share with the group about what you heard?
Yeah, Olivia?
Well, I heard that like someone was gonna be there when I needed to cry, but lately I just feel like I just want to go back and no one's there.
And so you heard in the song that someone was going to be there to support you, and that's something that yeah.
Who were you looking to for support? Anyone? Has anybody in your life, friends, family, teachers, counselors, has anybody ever shared with you that they've experienced what you're going through? No?
I already made a plan like what I'm gonna
Oh,
do.
really? Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to actually talk about our support system.
It's a great observation, Olivia, because it's really hard to have those good support systems and to really be honest in those with those people. It's nonetheless important, for sure. But let's take that idea. Let's go into some lyrics, and we can think more about those things and see how we can have those nice solid supports. But thank you for sharing. It's really important.
Does anybody else have any other observations or thoughts about what Olivia said, shared with the group? Aubrey, is there anything that spoke to you when you were listening to the music? No?
I mean, nothing does anymore.
Yeah, I can totally understand that too. So, we're gonna listen to this song, and it is about how depression can feel. And we're all here because we don't feel so good. And we're depressed, and we're struggling to find people that relate to us. But there's really no better support system than people who can speak to the experience of depression. And like the songs that we were just listening to, if you listened really closely, I know it was hard because you were all doing such a great job with your instrumental expression.
And I saw every single person participating.
Everybody was
by the way,
participating,
and I loved seeing that.
Yeah. But they were all about depression, but they all sounded a little bit different. And so kind of going back to the idea of depression can look different in everybody, and it can feel different in everybody, and it's good to have people that know what it feels like to help lean on each other, because sometimes when there are people who don't know what it feels like to be depressed or to feel really down or to feel like nothing is going to be okay, it's easy to kind of shut yourself out and not rely on people. And there's expectations maybe placed on you about your communication or what you should be doing, or people who are just way too positive when nothing right now feels good. So we're gonna listen to this song, and I have some writing utensils that I'll pass out. And if you guys want to make any notes about anything or anything comes to mind while you're, I'm so sorry for throwing that at you. If there's anything that comes to mind or any lines that speak out to you or you want to make any notes, feel free to do so on this paper, and then we'll talk about it when we're finished.
And then Olivia, if I could just address your point. So you made a great point about support systems, right? And Karleigh made the great point that you find your support systems a lot in people that feel a similar way, or people that have felt a similar way, right? Sometimes we can find that too in a song, or in lyrics for a song. And I love this M. Byhold song, because it's just, it really talks about that real experience of what you're talking about. how someone else experiences it. So let's see if we can find some important points in there to see if we can relate to, and then we'll talk more about that. Okay.
I don't feel a single thing. Have the pills done too much? Haven't caught up with my friends in weeks, and now we're out of touch. I've been driving in LA, and the world it feels too big, like a floating wall that's bound to break. Snap my psyche like a twig, and I just wanna see if you feel the same as me. Do you ever get a little bit tired of life, like you're not really happy but you don't wanna die, like you're hanging by a thread but you gotta survive, 'cause you gotta survive, like your body's in the room but you're not really there, like you have empathy inside but you don't really care, like you're fresh out of love but it's beating me out of a past repair. A little bit tired of trying to care and I don't. A little bit tired of quick repairs too cold. A little bit tired of sinking, there's water in my bones. I'm really breathing, trying to stay afloat, so I got these quick repairs too cold. Guess I'm just broken and broke. The prescription.
Such a good song, right? I saw some pens flying, so I want to hear what y'all think about that. Anyone want to share? Yeah, Elena.
I looked at the line, like, just talking about quick repairs to code. So I feel like they'll try to teach us a lot of coping skills, and they help for like a moment in time, but when I go back to reality, they're not very practical. I can't just like get up and dance when I'm at work and I'm stressed. So it don't always help, and I feel like there's something wrong with it.
Well, there's definitely not something wrong with you, because you know, what you bring up is a very, very good point. Life's not a musical, right? We can't just get up and sing and dance every time we want to, even if that would make us feel better to help us cope. And I think there is a way to use what we did here today to kind of use in your everyday life. So where we're dancing, what are we really doing? We're just getting up and moving our bodies a little bit, right? And then we're just getting up and thinking about lyrics like this and thinking about ways that other people experience things. And I think that's something you can do with or without music in your everyday life. But that's a really, really good point. Thank you for sharing.
Olivia, I saw your hand up. What did you want to share?
I agree with Elena because I feel the same way. And then also line number 3 when it says haven't caught up with my friends in weeks. It's like I don't even feel like they care. Like it would be better if I just listened because like they don't reach out.
So, how do you? What is your involvement in the communication? Are you the one that typically reaches out? Yeah. Well, I think there's one thing to consider, and that is everybody has stuff going on, and that stuff could even be as simple as, you know, I really don't feel like talking to anybody, because social battery is a thing. You know, it's very easy to feel overwhelmed with our amount of socialization, because sometimes we don't always have the mental capacity to have those conversations or to check in on somebody else and feel like we're putting in the work to, you know, check up on our friends when they're not doing the same for us. So, you know, this could be an opportunity for you to bring that up with your friends, and instead of, you know, jumping to a conclusion before having that conversation, oh, they're not reaching out, so they must not care. Maybe open up the conversation and say, you know, hey, hey, this is how I'm feeling, or this is how, you know, I'm feeling I'm doing most of the work, or I'm the one that's maintaining the friendship, or, you know, I'm going through a lot and I feel like you're not asking me how I am. Maybe, you know, if they're your friends and they truly are your friends, having a conversation with them is not going to scare them away. It's only going to create more room for understanding.
And the same way that you just expressed to us here today, as Karleigh said, expressing yourself to your friends like that is a really great way to connect with them, because I'm sure they love having you here in their lives, and by you expressing to them the same way you just did to us, can really be an invitation for them to express themselves to you.
Anything else?
I circled line 15 and 16. Like you have empathy inside, but you don't really care. And I said that I miss who I used to be. I used to be really empathetic, really just like a bright, bubbly person, but I haven't been that way in a long time.
Do you ever feel like I personally sometimes can feel that way too, but I do often try to remind myself that I'm a human being and I'm constantly changing, and just because you're not who you once were doesn't mean that you're worse. If anything, you're an older, wiser, more mature version of yourself who's been through a lot, and it's really about what you do with your experience that is going to, you know, determine who you actually are as a person. And if getting out of a really difficult spot and giving yourself enough grace to get there is going to be who you are, I think you should be really proud of that. Just even coming here today and pushing yourself to be outside of your comfort zone, or speak in front of the class and say, you know, these are the lines that spoke most to me, that's something to be very proud of.
It's a sign of strength.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely.
And it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So if you're doing something small in your everyday life that is going to get you to where you want to be, even if it's something super tiny and it's not going to make you feel better in a day or even a week or maybe even a month, but you're at least investing in yourself, investing in your mental health, in your experience, then that's all anybody could ever ask for. And don't ever push yourself to do more than you think you're able to.
Because who's perfect? I'm not. Definitely not. And it's not about being perfect, right? Because we do have the social batteries, we've got different energy levels throughout the day, and it's just showing up, just doing what you can, doing your best that you can every day. That's the best.
What was that line in the song? So far, so good.
So far, so good.
So
right?
far, so good.
Y'all notice that?
I like that.
So far, so good.
Anything else that stuck out to anybody?
Thank you all for sharing. It's really, really, really good. Some good points.
So,
What next?
we're going to talk about something now that Ethan and I came up with a couple little silly things to kind of help us plan for how we can get ourselves to where we want to be. So, anybody ever heard of like pearls of wisdom? The phrase pearls of wisdom. Okay. So everybody's gonna have a pearl. And I'm gonna pass out these pearls, and these are gonna be the pearls of wisdom that you're gonna take home with you. And on them, you're gonna write your stress strategy. Okay? Your stress strategy is gonna be the one thing that you do every day, or once a week, or whatever you think is going to be the most realistic for where you are at this point. Okay? Now, there's a place for you can put on your pearl of wisdom, something that you learned today in session that you are going to take home with you, something that you heard today, or a song that you heard that you really liked, or something like that you're going to take home. And then on the side, you're going to write your stress strategy, and that can be, I'm going to do one self-care activity every day, or I'm going to check in with one person every day, or I'm going to have that really difficult conversation in the next month, or I'm going to write down one thing every day that I'm grateful for, something that was the highlight. Okay, so you really can choose whatever that's going to be. So I want you to write down your pearl of wisdom that you're going to take home, and also your stress strategy, and then we can talk about that.
No wrong answers. Some light music. Take some time to think.
Alright, so you don't have to be done. Like, if you have to keep writing, please keep writing. But while we're finishing up, is there any pearls or stress strategies that you guys want to share with the group?
I'll give you one, just to give you an example that I'm super grateful for. I am super grateful for my girlfriend and just the conversations that we have together, and just the healing nature of a good conversation that I can have with her every day. And I'm also grateful for our cat and our dog that we can just cuddle with all the time. So it really helps to center me, and it's something that I'm extremely grateful for. So, nice. Yeah, Kate.
My one good takeaway is I'm going to take little steps to be who I want to be. And then my stress strategy is check in with my mom, who is like my rock, Alex says.
That's a great one. Yeah, my mom's a great person to talk to as well. She always makes me feel better. So that's a really nice one. Olivia, I saw you writing a bunch there. You want to share?
Yeah. I said that my pearl is that reaching out to friends is not always a bad experience kind of thing. And my stress strategy is I'm gonna have a courageous conversation with one friend before I revisit my family.
I like that.
Very
I like
good.
that. Showing that courage. Yeah, exactly. That's a really great way to step your way into a new way of thinking.
Christina, did you have any?
I put on my pearl the How to Save a Life song. I really liked that one. And then my stress strategy is to FaceTime my friend for an hour.
FaceTime?
That
Yeah,
sounds good.
I love that. I love that. To have those good conversations, right? So good. Elena, you got something?
Wrote, just showing up can be good enough. So I'm gonna exercise for hopefully 30 minutes.
I love the way you put that. Just showing up is enough. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to do little tiny things to help us every day.
Aubrey, did you write anything down on your paper?
I wrote nothing.
Okay. Is there anything that you didn't write down that maybe you think you could do every day, or something that you would like to do to make yourself feel better?
I've tried everything and I just don't feel happy, ever. Like nothing I do. And I've tried it all, so.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Is there anything that you don't necessarily have to do, but something or someone that you're just grateful for? Could be an animal, could be a loved one, a friend that you're just happy to have in your life.
Not really.
What is something that you used to really love doing?
I used to like sitting outside, but I don't really like it anymore.
Yeah.
That's a good
Why
one.
don't you like it? Is there something, is there a place that you miss going that you're not able to go to anymore, or you just don't like being outside?
I just don't like anything anymore.
What did you like about being outside?
I don't remember, but I think, I don't know, I guess the fresh air was nice.
That's why I like going outside too. Yeah.
I just don't care about it anymore.
Well, do you think that maybe you could try baby steps? Maybe start with, maybe I'll go outside once a day for 5 minutes. And then if you really can't stand it, then maybe you try to do something else. But if you feel like you can tolerate 5 minutes after a long period of time, maybe you just increase it to 7 minutes or 10 minutes and see if incrementally you can get to a place where you like to do it again. Is that something that you think you could do?
I'll try it. Probably won't make me happy again, but I can try it.
And it doesn't have to make you happy. It doesn't have to make you happy immediately, but the will to try is good enough. And if you're willing to try, I think you should.
It is enough.
Yeah.
It certainly is. Absolutely.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Melody, is there something that you wrote down?
I wrote down, as long as I'm doing my best, that is all that matters.
There you
Love
go.
that.
There you
And
go.
then a strategy that I wrote is write a new song once a week.
Ooh,
Wow.
That's
Okay,
a good
very
goal.
cool. You'll have to share it with us.
I gotta make that goal for myself too.
So as you can see, everybody has their own goals. Some are small, some are big, some are, in the works, and that's okay. It's about the journey and not the destination.
And no matter what you're doing, if you're doing something, it's enough. Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for pushing yourself to go out of your comfort zone and trying something new. And hopefully you guys feel a little bit more connected in your experience today than you did when you walked in here.
Thanks, Dawn.